You thought he was gone. You thought he had been vanquished. You thought he was just circling around a Whataburger parking lot on his skateboard. He lost his race for Texas Senator to Ted Cruz. He lost his race for president pretty early on, despite a lot of establishment support in 2020. You know who I'm talking about. America's favorite fake Mexican, Beto O'Rourke, who is now running for governor of Texas. If at first and second you don't succeed, try and try and try and try and try again. Beto O'Rourke is running for Texas governor on a platform of transing the kids. Beto O'Rourke just released a new ad about how gung-ho he is to finally fulfill the will of Texas voters by transing the kids.
I'm a non-binary youth in the education system of Texas. I was wondering what you were going to do to protect my rights and my parents' rights to be able to put me on testosterone. The trans suicide rate has been the highest it's ever been in Texas since those bills have been placed.
I mean, we're seeing people trying to take their lives right now, and it's a tough thing for us to talk about, but you're right, we should say it out loud. So we speak about everyone in this state with pride. We talk about a Texas that is big enough for all of us. We target no one based on any difference between us, whether it is the color of your skin, your country of national origin, or the fact that you are non-binary. I think you're amazing. I'm proud of you. I want you to do great things in this state, and I'm going to support you in doing that. And I'm going to say that publicly as the governor of this state. That's going to be a big change for Texas.
It just feels like he would be defending me and caring about my rights as a trans non-binary person. It feels like he'd care, and he'd actually listen to our voices and our thoughts about everything.
Beto O'Rourke ran in 2020 on a platform of, hell yes, we are going to take your AR-15s. And now, in 2022, he's running for governor on a platform of, hell yes, we are going to take your gonads. Yes. Hell yes, we're going to trans your kids. This is very important. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. Wait, hold on. Hold on. The confused people that Beto O'Rourke was talking to there, and the radical sexual activists that Beto O'Rourke was talking to there, they might be perfectly nice people. I don't know. I don't know them. They might be productive members of society. If they're showing up to Beto O'Rourke rallies, I highly doubt it. But maybe they are. Maybe they volunteer and do good stuff. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they, helped little old ladies cross the street. Why are they amazing? They're amazing because they don't know what sex they are, or they're pretending to be a different sex, or they're insisting that we get rid of bathrooms for women, or they're insisting we get rid of women's, and that's amazing. Why is that amazing? Am I amazing because I have swarthy skin? Am I amazing because I have 2 or 3 inches of hair, a little coif? Am I amazing because of some way that I present myself to the world? No, it's not really amazing. Beto O'Rourke is pandering here. I guess the thing that is amazing, really, this goes deeper than anything Beto O'Rourke has ever been able to think in his entire life. But there is something amazing about the transgender issue, which is, one, as a biological matter, this affects very, very few people. I have no doubt this is a fallen world. Some people are born with 9 fingers and 11 toes. Some people are born with all sorts of quirks because we've all got imperfections. And so, sure, I'm sure there's some biological basis for all sorts of sexual pathologies and confusions. There's also obviously a social aspect here. You look at Gen Z, the Zoomers, 40% of them, 40% of them identify as LGBT. So either Alex Jones is right and there's something in the water turning all of the frickin' frogs gay, or there's a social aspect here that's not really rooted in any kind of born this way or natural or even natural environmental factor that's going on. But what's amazing here is that as technology advances, the physical aspects of our lives seem to matter less and less and less. You hear this from our ruling elites all around the world, not just in our country, but all around the world. The World Economic Forum talking about the Great Reset, right? Where they say, you're going to work from home a lot more. You're not going to go to an office. You're not going to see people too much. You hear it from Facebook, where Mark Zuckerberg says you're not going to go to bars and meetings and birthday parties and weddings. You're going to sit in your little apartment and you're going to put goggles on and you're going to live in a Candyland world that I made myself. And then you're going to interact with cartoon versions of people. You're going to leave the real world created by God for your flourishing, and you're going to go into a creepy video game invented by a lizard person named Mark Zuckerberg. Isn't that a great trade? Why would you want this world with, the brave o'erhanging firmament, the majestical roof fretted with stars, the beautiful wildlife, the flora, the fauna, everything, all of our real loves and hopes and joys? Why would you live in that world given to us by our incomprehensible, all-loving creator when you can live in a weird video game made by a human lizard? Wouldn't that be in your little pod that you're not allowed to leave because, there are germs outside, where you just eat the bugs? It's very important. They're a good source of protein. Make sure you eat the bugs, our elites tell us. Isn't that great? And your physical body in this hellish dystopia does not matter as much. And what transgenderism says is, your body doesn't matter as much. Yeah, my body, I look like a man, I talk like a man, got this deep, slightly gravelly voice because my allergies are acting up. It's not just one too many cigars, but you can see I've got an Adam's apple. I look like a fella. But deep down, I'm really a lady, and that's all there is to it. A Gnostic heresy. As I said, we get dumber every year. In our modern world, we've never been so stupid. Because what we're seeing with this transgenderism issue is nothing more than the same old Gnostic heresy that's been going on for thousands of years, and every few hundred years, every 500 years or so, rears its ugly head to try to destroy civilization. Beto O'Rourke made an important point there. He said, Texas is big enough for everybody. Sure. The thing is that there's no such thing as a transgender non-binary person. I'm not saying the people who believe that they are that don't exist, but it's a category error. That category of person doesn't exist. It's a delusion, and delusions should not be encouraged. But is it big? Is Texas big enough? It's not big enough for all these ideas. March 2nd is Ash Wednesday. Over 1 billion people will start living different in some way, maybe giving up chocolate or alcohol or whatever. For a lot of folks, Lent is a time of finding the easiest way to give something. But at the end of those 40 days, did that sacrifice really make a difference? This year, there's a new opportunity out there, specifically for men, that will actually help you grow closer to God and become a better man. You might have heard me talk about Exodus 90, but let me tell you about Exodus Lent, a 40-day journey that will challenge you to dig a little deeper this year. Here's how it works. First, over the 40 days of Lent, men commit to daily prayer, setting aside a minimum of 20 minutes to spend with the Lord. Each day includes a scripture reading and reflection written to help men better understand, grow in, and live virtue. Second, more than just giving up chocolate, men take up a range of disciplines and sacrifices for the season of Lent. Sweets, snacks, social media, all gone. Third, men commit to a fraternity of 5 to 7 men. Each week, the fraternity meets to pray together, check in, hold each other accountable, and encourage one another. On Easter Sunday, you'll walk away with a new and lasting understanding of what it means to live the full Christian life. Chocolate bunnies and all. Sign up now at exodus90.com/Michael. I'm glad you like that clip. I like that clip too. Now, ring the bell. Subscribe. You have to subscribe. You must do it. That way you will get notifications. Also, probably the better way to do it, head on over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you get your audio podcasts. Subscribe to The Michael Knowles Show. Leave a 5-star review. We'll see you next time.